Our challenge for today is to use our NXT robot with the light sensor to detect a letter. So we're going to open Robolab. We can either click on the icon on the, double click on the icon on the desktop. We can go down to our toolbar at the bottom and click on the Robolab icon down there. Or if you don't have either of those, you can go up to the little magnifying glass and type in Robolab. And as soon as you start typing, you'll see Robolab come up, and just click on it, and Robolab will open. Once Robolab opens, we're going to use Investigator today. So let's click on Investigator. And now we're looking for the program called Detect a Letter. So click on Detect a Letter, and you'll need to double click on it to open it. So double click on Detect a Letter. Now, Investigator allows us to download a program to our robot and also to collect data. So you'll see the following program when your program opens up. You want to click inside this window. And then our programming window will open, and we can see that we have the clear white arrow. So what we're able to do is download this to our robot, and we do that by clicking on the white arrow. So go ahead now and click on the white arrow to download the program to your robot. Notice that the program will be called Letter because we have defined the title using our NXT green light. We've defined the title of the program to be called Letter. So that's what will be saved to your NXT. So go ahead and download that to your robot by pressing the white arrow. To download the program to my robot, I push the white arrow, and it lets me know that it's been downloaded. I hear that doo-doo-doo sound. Now if I want to run the program, I can push the orange button, and I get to Software Files, and then I push it again, and the name of my program comes up, and then if I push it again, it gives me the name and it says Run. So in order to run my program now, I would push the orange button one more time. What you want to do is unplug your robot from the computer and bring it over to the letter A and put it up near the top of the letter A. And you're going to set it up so that the robot runs across the letter A. So the light sensor will read white and then black and then white again. And then what we're going to do is download that data to the computer. So let's go ahead and do that. Take your robot over to the letter A and run it across the letter A. After you're finished running your robot over the top of the letter A, plug it back into your USB port of your computer and press on the data collection button right here. So the way we upload our data is we have to push on this big white button right here. So if I push that, I get a beep from my robot, and now I see my data. Okay, so you want to think about, what does that data mean? What does it mean to have a high number? And what does it mean to have a low number? And so now you want to go back and you want to do it again. So I'm going to unplug my robot, and I'm going to go back over and run it across the middle part of the A. So after you run your robot again, come back over, and we need to collect another data set. So the way we do that is we press the plus button, and that creates data set 2, and now we can push the white button again. And we'll download our second set of data. And now we're going to unplug our robot and do the same thing. We're going to go across a lower portion of the A. So go ahead and do that. Unplug your robot and head over to the letter A. So now you come back from the letter A and you want to download your third set of data. So again, in order to download my third set of data, I press the plus button right here so I can add another set of data, and I push the white arrow again. I download my third set of data, and I do it one more time so I can get the bottom portion of the A. So unplug your robot and head back over to the letter A. Plug your robot in one more time and download your last or your fourth set of data by pressing the plus button. It gives us one more screen. We press the big white arrow, and we download our data. So now we have 4 sets of data. Data set 1 represents the top of the A. Data set 2 represents a quarter of the way down the A. Data set 3 represents going across the middle portion of the A, and dataset 4 represents going across the bottom of the A. So you should get the same sort of graphs on your Robolab. And so what you want to do is now go to the whiteboard or grab a whiteboard and see if you can figure out why you get those values. And the next part of your challenge will be to use your robot to identify a letter. So a letter will be underneath a box, and you'll use your robot to go across the different portions of the letter, and then you'll have to figure out what letter is under there.